Hello, everyone. um, to the last and final Final Fantasy IV After Years World Record commentary videos. And hello, Pete. Thanks for the raid. Um, and this one is going to be one that I've actually cooked on. It is time for the Lunarian's tale. Time to actually strike back against the evil. How was Onimusha? Hello, Kihi. Um, yeah, this is Final Fantasy IV After Years. The Lunarian's Tale this time. I've been I've started giving commentary to my to my runs, and yeah, these ones have this one has been done offline because I don't know, streaming half an hour long speedruns is just not my cup of tea. But yeah, if you have any questions, feel free to ask. If not, feel free to enjoy the show. Yeah. Yeah, the Lunarian's Tale starts off pretty... I mean, yeah. You unlock it by doing all the other 8 ones beforehand, which were on the planet. And yeah, now we go to the moon. Now we also have like strong characters, because this is where we have Golbez and Fusoya, and they are not playing around. They are actually gonna go ham. And we'll have a lot of amazing fights. And brutal fights. Apparently, nothing is ever safe. But yeah, it is time to start with one of my favorite gimmicks. Because not only do we start off with Golbez, we start off with... Well, actually, like, retro Golbez. We are starting off with a flashback. And the best part about it is, the first thing we can do is we're just gonna steal his sword. Because the sword is good. And we want it. And this, like, flashback guy doesn't need anything. So we are just gonna go and take the Ebony Blade. So yeah, we're immediately doing the settings. Battle speed, dashing, memory curse, and we're switching off the Ebony Blade because it gives plus intelligence. And we're getting the Ancient Sword, which sells for a casual 9.5k. Which allows us to just buy a bunch of stuff. Like 8 high potions, Phoenix Downs, a tent, a cottage. For some moon cycling. If you are doing a full run, you could also just buy more of those, buy some gold needles, buy some antidotes. 10,000 money gil at the beginning is just a ton. And yeah, it's really good to have that also, because we'll need quite some. Oh no. Oh no. Chat is trying to distract me. While Golbez is just here living his best life and backtracking the moon. Yeah, we cannot... So you cannot enter every place here. Some is blocked off. But also you don't get, like, any random encounters. Yeah, picking up that Aethers there, because Aethers are good. And then, yeah, there are also 5 fixed encounters. And we have I have changed the strats on some of them. So earlier I was just using Sundaga on most. Which also was like... So some die to bio, some might need a second bio. But bio is just faster, it doesn't have a charge up time. And it has a shorter animation. So yeah, the turtles just die to 1. Next up are some knights. They need 2. It would be 1 Sandaga, but switching back and forth is also really not worth it. And yeah, also like 2 die immediately. Wow, this was even a really high damage roll. Like, we didn't even need a second bio. It just died to poison damage. But yeah, you can get a Frost Hourglass at the bottom if you go left around. For like the Crystal's Tail, it's very nice there. You're getting a Unicorn Horn there that removes bad statuses like Stun, which is very, very important. And we get another Ether over there. Because, yeah, I mean, Golbez and Fusoya are not known for actually having a high MP pool. So yeah, so Lizard's also in one bio, that's a damage roll. So I can take 1 or 2. So this just went very well. Also short note again. We are running against the 3244. Official world record is a 3342. So there has already been a minute saved. There has already been a minute saved, and we are not over yet. We are not over yet saving time, because a clean run is not easy. But yeah, when we have Chimeras and Gremlins, that's what you have to bio, because the Chimera absorbs lightning damage. So that you have to switch to bio anyways. Yeah, if you go to the left there, you can get a Mithril Helm for some more armor, but doesn't need that. Oh. It is not as crucial to make a big difference. Yeah, and we have Lamias and Goblins again. Just casting bio. Entice is never a problem. And now we just Dunzo. And Golbez got a level. Just like that. And then, yeah, so here we need to actually talk to all 8 crystals. I have not tried every combination to try and skip one, but I'll believe in the programmers that they did it correctly. And then, when you try leaving, Fusoya will help you. Otherwise you can't leave. Another thing to note, if you're doing a full run, and you have, so I'm not sure what exactly triggers it, but I know that if you're doing a full run and you have actually done all other, like, 8 stories before that, like, I'm not sure how much you need to do, but then there is an equipment glitch. That for some reason, our dear friend Golbez, there are a lot of things that he just cannot equip. And you might be able to force yourself through this story, but it will carry over into the Crystal's Tail and it will make your life miserable. And if you want to get rid of that equipment glitch, you have to save and reset. There is no other way around it. But yeah, so now that we are on the surface, there are 2 places where we could go. We can go to the meteor crater, or we can go to Bahamut's lair. And actually, like the old world record, I thought that you have to go to the meteorite first. But as it turns out, you can just also go to Bahamut's lair first. You just need to go to both. And just going here first means that we are using a lot less tents. Like every tent takes 10 seconds. And we are using like... we are definitely using at least 4 less tents. Just going this way around. It is big. It's really, really big. So yeah. Over here we're picking up another Ether, and then we are fighting Count Malboros, because yeah, these guys still exist, and they are unrunnable, and it is, it's a thing. But yeah, since we also just don't want to, like... the nice thing is that we have 2 options. We can kill with white magic and with black magic. And these guys will fight with increased white magic. They have 13,333 HP, and usually 2 holies kill. You need to be careful though. Like, you might need another, like, Firaga spell. If they do, like, all 3 attacks on Fusoya, Fusoya might just die, and then you, like, should use a high potion with Golbez. So Fusoya actually tanking those 3 hits just now was pretty lucky. Yeah, also, yeah, we picked up the Aethers because, well, there's a third one. So, yeah, that's already where 2 of our Aethers are gonna go to. So yeah, they are already kind of spooky. Yeah, we even used the third one just in case. So yeah, if you really wanted to play it tight, you could skip one of them. But, yeah. My main focus was still just getting a clean run and just difficult as is. Yeah, and then I realized, oh no. Didn't work. And then I used Flare because I thought Flare was instant, but it is still not instant enough. But we basically just needed something. But yeah, so arriving at Bahamut, we just find out, well, Bahamut is petrified. Yeah, Bahamut is not able to help us. So yeah, we're done here. We're realizing it's bad. We are switching slow with Mini so that it's positioned better and teleport out of the dungeon. And moving on, yeah, to the crater. Yes. So even if you enter the crater from the left, you always like get the right side entrance. I'm not sure, so there's a game facts guide who like pretends that you're entering on the left. I have never been able to do that. But yeah, so we are cottaging, using a cottage, being fully healed into the full moon, where now black magic is increased. Praise be the black magic. No, we're actually saving 8 tenths. We are saving, yeah, like so many. So yeah, we just, it is basically, it is the same crater layout as the one, which you get, yeah, between Fabul and Damsian. Like, this is just the right side that we also do with Yang, for example. Yeah, you can get an Aether in here, I think later on, but we're just not getting anything here. Nothing in here is of huge value, unfortunately. I've really enjoyed finding out a lot more chests that are worth getting when going through all these stories again. So yeah, if you go there to the right, that should be the Aether. But yeah, and here we have the girl. She is back, and this time... this time we have a party, and we are actually fighting. So yeah, she is gonna summon Ashura. Ashura does not take damage. We need to fight the girl. She has 20,000 HP. So yeah. With Golbez, we just Sandaga, and with Fusoya, we slow the girl, and then we basically flare her. You can try and haste Golbez, but this fight is just actually a bit too fast in order for haste to be necessary. Like, you need 3 to 4 Sandagas and 2 flares. And yeah, it's better to just be ready to like use Kuraga or Isuna. Like, here's where you need to be actually careful, because the only way to cure the stun status is that one unicorn horn that we got. This is not the only fight in which it might be like important. So yeah, counting your damage is important, knowing where you are. And this has just worked out very well. And yeah, so now we go and heal. Another nice part about this fight now is that Yeah, I mentioned that like tents take a lot of time, like 10 seconds per tent. And the next boss fight now that will be going back, we also want to be with increased black magic damage. But we still have enough MP to actually do that fight now. Oh no, I'm lying. Ha. We're just healing the MP here. Yeah, and we are healing the HP with the potions. But yeah, I mean, going up there is like, what, 7 seconds? Compared to 40 of tenting? Yeah, we just... As I said, we've just... just going around this way has saved so much time. Because before we had like 2 tents to full moon, not the craters, 3 tents, and then another cottage or so. But yeah, so here's Leviathan. As it turns out, so we are gonna do a full YOLO strat, which usually works. We're just using Sandagas and Flares and try to skip Tidal Wave. I had to learn though that it doesn't always work. But if you try to play it safe, you might just get like the girl's attack and Tidal Wave at the same time without any opportunity to heal in between anyways. And then you are doomed as well, so might as well just do the YOLO strat and hope for the best. Honestly. Because then at least you skip Tidal Wave and are fast. Like, really fast. Yeah, she again has 20,000 HP. Now I wonder, but yeah, no, picking up Isis is just not worth it. Just that MP healing tile is just so fast. But yeah, and now we see how the crystals break. So it is time to run down to the bottom. See what's going on. What is the girl doing? And also, why is that yet another one? How many of them do we have to defeat? Are they endless? Why are they even bothering playing with us and pretending if they have just an endless amount of girls? But yeah. So basically, yeah, we're just running down now. Now encounters happen. Now also some of the before blocked paths are not there anymore. Which would allow you to get some extra items for the Crystal's Tale if you want to, because unlike every other story, Golbez's default level in the Crystal's Tale is the same as in the Lunarian's Tale. Also, this was a mistake. Whoops. So it is actually worth it to carry over the save. To, well, get more money that you always have, and to also have like 2 levels more. That doesn't really make a huge difference anymore with the new strats in the Crystal's Tale. But, I mean, you take what you can get, right? So yeah, one of the things is if you go to the left here, you can now enter the room to an elixir, just like in the main game. And the other is that the ribbon. That's the ribbon room, right? Yeah, the ribbon room has now a dry ether and a remedy. Which is just nice to have. Good money, good like MP status heal. You never say no to those if you can get them quickly. But yeah, yeah. So these crystal breaks obviously just happen. They are not time-based. They are just progression-based. And so we just run. Move all the way as we know it. But yeah, over 2 minutes ahead. It's yeah. So the time this has saved, like you would think, like this is just a half an hour run. How much time could you possibly save? Like how much could speedrunners cheat? It's like yeah. Hold the line. We might be onto something here. But yeah, at this point, yeah, that's also the difference of like, how many years have been in there between there? Like 8? Like, besides the fact that you like always go onto it again with an open mind, like, also I have probably developed as a speedrun router. And just in my knowledge of FF4 in general, because I know my FF4 knowledge when I started with FF4 was pretty much non-existent. And I wouldn't say that it is great, but compared to like some of the especially free enterprise people, but it has gotten there. But yeah, fortunately none of these encounters are actually dangerous, so we can just run. Another nice fact is a certain healing tile. Praise be the healing tiles. Which ensures that we can just stay healed, while our black magic is still the strongest in the world. But yeah, I mean, also all these chests that we see here right now, we could have already gotten at the beginning, so they're not that good. But yeah, here's a healing tile. Quickly HP and MP recovery. Then we have one more screen. And then we're up to fight the most evil of all bosses. Yeah, it's not even the girl. But apparently Zeromus was so evil that just his mere existence created a malice so bad that it is threatening to destroy the moon. But yeah, also all the crystals have broken. RIP. But yeah, also on a more important part, go my Luna Whale. Come to rescue us. We need you. But yeah, here is where the Luna Whale comes out. Shoutouts to Porum's Tale, which showed us that as well. But this time it is not coming to take people to the moon, but to rescue people from the moon. But yeah, it is time to also finally get to fight the boss. Yeah, what a segment. Running around for like over 7 minutes and then having, well, I mean, these fights are just very high damage based, so yeah, that's why they don't take that long. But yeah, Zeromus Malice has 30,000 HP this time, and the strat is very similar to before. So Golbus is just gonna use Sandaga. Fusuya is gonna use slows, because slow better than haste for these short fights. Oh, just in general, I guess. So yeah, using 2 slows into 2 flares. And yeah, we're using Kiraga whenever it's needed. It really depends on what this boss is doing here. Yeah, you see me actually wondering if I should heal Golbez or not, and I decide, hey, if Golbez dies, I can just flare times 3. Or just Ryzen, just risking it a bit, and then just throwing out the heal. But yeah, rip Golbez. Yeah, that was a bit unfortunate, so Fusoya has to do the last Sandaga. It happens. It's not the greatest of problems. And then we get a big bang. And everyone is at 1 HP, and Golbez is revived because we need him for the cutscene. So yeah, Fusoya sends Golbez off onto the Lunar Whale. And yeah, that's basically the final boss here. But while Fusoya barely escaping his death, sitting on the Lunar Whale back to Earth is, yeah, reminiscing in some memories that we gotta go through. So yeah, here, like, saying goodbye to the party. Yeah, we also have, like, very high octane action. I mean... But yeah, we need Retro Golbez to come back, just because. Yeah, like internally, they are not even considered the same character. Like, nothing about them is the same except for maybe the, like, name. So yeah, fight number 1. It's a dragon fight. And suddenly, there was Iridia. So yeah, the only thing you do here is activate auto battle. Because the fights before, like the Zemo vs. Malice's fight and this fight, and like with the dialogue, the auto battle gets reset. And so you just want to... Well, and you have to tell him to defend first, but, you know... It's not that big of a deal. And yeah, the second one. Oh, 7 Teller. He just gives this man a rest. I mean, no, praise him more. Because he was really strong and he did his best. Look, he did the Meteor. And Flonk. But yeah, there's one last thing to do after all these cutscenes. We are not done with inputs yet. Yeah. First we need some more. Some more memories though. But yeah, there are no further fights. Because, I mean, there was no fighting. There was only slaughtering, right? Golbez was just there and being like, yep. Yo, Kane, do you want to betray them, to betray me, to betray them, to betray me, to betray them, to betray me? Because... And Kane would be like, yep, I'm down for that. Betrayal is literally my second name. Yep. So yeah, and after all these memories, Gulbus wakes up in the lunar whale. And then we just need to run up and interact with the crystal. That is the last thing to do. And after yet another short cutscene, this will be the new world record of a 30.50. Almost 3 minutes ahead of the former world record, 2 minutes ahead of these splits. And yeah. At the first, and at this point still only just smooth run through this tale. Hope you all enjoyed it. See y'all in the next video.